What's going on, guys? Grab you a cup, but you should already have one before you clicked on the video, but I digress. Alright, let's set this out of the way for a second, but not too far out of the way because we might still need it. Okay, as per the title of the video, you already know what this is about. So sometime back I did a video and I showed you guys the gas mask that I had gotten from Mira Safety. This is their CM-6M mask, right? Went over that, showed you all the details. I had planned on doing a video for you showing it in use against some real agents. Unfortunately, my buddy in the place that he runs that I need to get with to do that, it just hasn't worked out time-wise because of distance and schedules and all that kind of good stuff. So unfortunately, I don't have any cool video like that to show you. However, this is the Mira CM-6M. So 7M, 6M. Wanted to show you guys the 6M and cover some of the differences between the two and give you a little comparison, couple of thoughts, etc. So right off the bat, you can see the obvious differences. The 7 has got 2 regular eye lenses, and the 6 has got more of a full face single lens setup. You'll notice the voice boxes are different. They do both have the capability to run a single or dual filter setup. You've got your exhalation valve on the bottom, and you've got a drinking tube in each that both works the same way. It comes with the drinking tube compatible canteen, just like the other one, and you'll have to get along with it a filter. And what I've got and like to keep on hand is their MBC 77, I got the thing right here, SOF CBRN canister. So again, these will allow you to run single or duals. This is just one filter that they've got. They've got particulate filters. They've got a couple of different kind of MBC filters. There's one that's specifically for smoke, etc. So there's something on there that covers just about any need you could want to have. Obviously, with the ability to take a single or dual filters, the dual filter setup is going to give you a little bit more airflow, so you're not sucking air quite as hard, and it will give longer life, more time on the canisters because you're breathing through 2 instead of just all through 1. If you're using one, the benefit of that is you can pick which side you put it on, so that if you need to do something like, for example, shoulder a rifle, you'll put the canister on the opposite side of what you normally do. So if you're a right-handed shooter, put the canister on your left side. That way it'll allow you to get down on the gun. Now, speaking of getting down on the gun, that's another area where the two of these are different. Due to the shape and configuration and the way the eye lenses are set up, the 7M with the 2 eye lenses instead of the full face is actually better for shouldering a rifle. It allows you to get sight picture a little easier. Now, not going to get in too depth and detail on it, but just so everybody can get an idea. The way we were taught back in the day, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, when we were wearing gas masks, you obviously can't get a regular cheek weld and shoulder on it. What you have to do is kind of cant the rifle sideways and bring it up, and you're looking through your sights and optic more kind of like this. I don't know if you can see that. So it's on your shoulder, but you're looking through like this to see your optic. Now, what I have found, believe it or not, is that with something like my AK, due to the stock having a lower drop to it than say an AR, I can actually put less cant on the AK than I have to on an AR to be able to see through my optic and get a sight picture. So if that's a consideration for you, it might be worth it to look at your weapons and find the one that works best with your gas mask so you know which one works. Or you may want to get one with a dedicated mount with a little bit taller riser on it to be able to shoulder and get that optic in front of your eye a little easier. Now, I've played with both. You can do it with this one, but it is easier with this one. So again, you got your drinking tube attachment. It just hooks on to a little hook right here on the side. You pop it loose. You pull the cover off. You take your canteen and make sure that's out of the way, and it'll click in. And this is tight because it's new, but you want it tight. If I wasn't trying to do it on camera, I could get it right. Unfortunately, it's not something you're going to have to do in a hurry. The problem, guys, is the cover. You got to hold it back out of the way, and I keep letting it slip. If you hold it back out of the way properly, then it'll lock in. There you go, and you can drink. Just don't let that get pinched underneath it, or you'll struggle like I did. Of course, if I wasn't trying to show it to you on camera, you could do it lickety-split. But anyway, then once you've got that hooked up, there's a lever right here, and you rotate that lever, and what that does, let's see if I can put the harness out of the way. You'll notice inside, maybe y'all can see it, your drinking tube is right there. As you rotate the lever, the drinking tube turns and faces. So if you can see it moving, and it points towards your mouth, you just gotta reach out and grab it, pull it in, and it's a bite valve, so you just partially bite it with the tip of your teeth, not real hard because you'll close it off, but just enough to open it up and suck through it just like a straw, drink normally. When you're done, you put your cover back on, and then your clip right there, you just hang that back on it, and it hooks in and is pretty secure. It doesn't come off real easy unless you actually want it to come off. So all in all, a good setup. Now, one of the benefits that I found between the two is I don't have a problem using either one. But somebody like my wife, who is a little bit claustrophobic, like she's not like full-on panic claustrophobic, she just gets a little uneasy in closed-in spaces. This actually works a lot better for her than this, because the full face shield gives you a lot more open view. Your peripheral vision's better, your just all the way around your vision's better, and it doesn't make her feel like she's cramped in something. So if that's an issue for you or somebody you know, this may be the one that you want to go with. Just a little anecdotal point there. On the filter, again, this is the MBC77 SOF. They send you a nice little card with it, and it gives you all the nice technical details. This thing covers like just about anything you can think of, right? I mean, it runs the gamut of various things it protects you from. And I ain't going to read all of them because it's a long list, but dangerous gases, solid and liquid particulates, pepper spray, bacteria, fungi, toxins, viruses, riot control agents, toxic gases. I mean, and it lists all the different ones. You name it, it just about covers it, right? And it even gives you a breakdown of a bunch of them, of the concentration and the apparent amount of, the approximate amount of protection time that you would get depending on the concentration. So like, for example, hydrogen cyanide at a concentration of 5,000 parts per million, you're looking at 50 minutes of effective coverage. I would hope that if you're in the midst of hydrogen cyanide gas cloud, that you would not be in it for 50 minutes. I'm just going to say, as a non-chemist person, you don't want to be in that environment a second longer than you have to. So you should be doing everything you can to get out of that environment, and 50 minutes should give you plenty of time to get away, because it's not like it's a live entity that can chase you down. Although if the wind's blowing, but again, it's going to go the direction the wind's blowing, so you can just go the other direction and Bob's your uncle. So anyway, quick overview on these. Again, the 6M, I like both of them, right? I'm torn if you ask me which one I liked better. You know, it just all depends. They both work equally well. This one offers you a little bit better view, but this one does a little better shouldering a rifle. So I mean, I guess it would all depend on what your particular application. And that's not to say you can't, again, like I said, shoulder a rifle with this, but it just depends on if you like the wider view at the sacrifice of a little bit more difficulty shouldering a rifle. The other thing I failed to mention is you can also use, with either of those masks, something like the Papper that Mira offers, which is a powered filtration unit. It would just screw in right here where your normal filter would go at. It just screws into there, and then your filters go on the powered unit itself. I got a video up on that. It's a godsend if you've got to be in it for an extended period of time, especially in hot weather or doing any kind of vigorous activity. I've been using that one for some time now, more in a industrial type environment and not a tactical environment, but working inside of a very, very hot metal container, cutting metal out. That has been a lifesaver, being able to have that forced air, keeping your face cooler, making it easier to breathe, all the way around. So the Papper will work with either one of these, the 6M or the 7M. So if you want a powered air unit, again, that's an option as well. So again, just a short overview. Lot of good reasons to have a gas mask on hand and as part of your preparations. We won't get into all of them here because that's just a long open-ended conversation, but suffice to say, it's a good idea. I think you should have one if it's in the realm of your possibility and budget. And another thing that I wanted to point out that I failed to mention was the quality of these masks is really good, guys. Don't think that for the price you're getting a cheap, lesser product. These are the real deal. There are other guys you can just search right here on YouTube that have got videos up actually testing them against various chemicals and stuff. They work, but you can save a lot of money over some other more fancy name brands that won't necessarily offer you any better protection per se. These are very utilitarian masks. They're meant to do a job, and that's it. So probably won't win any cool guy factors with them, but you'll stay alive. And that is the important part. So again, quality wise, I am perfectly happy with these. If I can find a way to actually test some of them out for you, I will. I just got to figure out when I can actually meet up with my buddy who's got access to all kind of nasty stuff that you can put in the air. And I'm not sure how much I want to relive the gas chamber experience from basic training. Wasn't pleasant. Didn't enjoy it. Don't particularly want to do it again. But we'll see what we can work out. No promises. I'll put links to these guys down in the description box. Y'all check them out. Mira Safety has been a great company for me to deal with. I've had nothing but good experience, so I don't see any reason why you guys shouldn't too. And they got a bunch of other stuff you can check out. I mean, they've got hazmat suits, they've got dosimeters, they've got thyroid tablets. I mean, all kind of stuff. All stuff that, if you've got other things squared away, is not a bad idea at all to have on hand just in case, right? All right, I'm going to get out of here. You guys take care, stay safe. Let me know if you got any questions. Links in the description below. I'll catch y'all on another one.